Welcome today, everyone. Today was a day of going out sourcing, looking for postcards, and I knew of this antique store that had a lot of different ones. Don't really know how often they get them in, but as you can see, we had some interesting ones that I found, various undivided postcards, and some for different holidays, but you can see the backs of some of these. There's definitely condition issues. Here's a Santa one that I would have bought had the condition been better, and also the price. So $5. I don't want to spend more than $3 at the most on a good card. And this also had a little tear right there, as you can see. So it just wasn't the type I would get. Here's an example of a few that are a little bit nicer condition. Still a little bit of condition there on the corner, but the back is really nice. It's embossed. Here's kind of like an old humor postcard. It's interesting. I've not seen that one before. Here's some others that are possibilities when I go out and see. Really good color, really good condition. The corners are nice. It's embossed. Here's another nice holiday one. Today is Valentine's Day, and so these would probably be selling pretty well right now. Again, they're wanting $3, $4, and $5 for them, so that's kind of a bummer. But this is cool. Lake Mora Mora in Minnesota. When you have a bird's eye view, those cards oftentimes sell pretty well. $3, that's one I might take a risk on. But here's some that would be, if they were $2-3, they're probably good bets to sell for $10 or $12. Really good colors, really good condition. Valentine's, it's a relevant holiday because it's right here. And then coming up next, we have Easter, which a couple of good examples of some really pretty Easter cards. Now, I went through thousands of cards on this day, and I didn't buy many. I didn't find a whole lot I wanted other than a few of these because the condition was just so poor on the majority of them. None of them were sleeved. And so, people handling them really rough. And then we have a few really cool real photo postcards. This one of a woman sitting next to a piano, with some cool pictures and art on the wall and like a vase. Interesting scene. And then this one here, it even says where it's at, Putnam Park. They brought, a little table and some food and drinks out for a little picnic, probably from the 1920s, early 1930s. Sometimes cards like this can sell well. You just never know. A real view of a church. Sometimes the interior view of the church is catches people's eye. $5 still kind of high. Here's one of Lake Louise. Really beautiful shot there of the mountains. $2. That's a good price for a card like that. And then one sort of like an unknown, waves crashing on the rocks. $2 also good. As I was on my way out, I found one more that had a decent number of cards here. Kind of filtered through those, found some cool ones. This one of a man with some sort of like snowshoes and a dog there. A really nice kind of German card here. This is like a birthday greeting card, but good condition, good color. Really nice real photo postcard here. Women kind of dressed silly. $5 for that card. I think I was going to get that. Now that I'm back, I wanted to highlight a couple others that have come in recently that I just thought were unique. Here's one that's of just a cat's face. Kind of crying or talking, making a noise, and it says, "My home guard," which I think is pretty funny. I've got a friend that's really a cat person, so I'm going to get this for her. Prize-winning portrait made by Radisson Radulovich Studio in Christopher, Illinois. Pretty cool. I didn't pay $4, but at some point somebody had that price at $4. This came in with a large lot of postcards that I bought. And then I wanted to show you the most recent Art Nouveau postcard that came in. There's a little bit of condition issues in the upper left here, unfortunately, on that gold leaf. But aside from that, it's pretty nice. You got some corner wear, of course. Bonjour à toi, Marguerite. So someone has sent this to someone, and it had a little bit of more information on the bottom here. As you can see, Violet, and the artist would have been signature right here on the corner, but it's kind of fading. But the colors, the style, this is very much a Mucha sort of style, although I don't believe that he was the artist of this one. Definitely an original, French or from that region of Europe card. You got part of a stamp still here, September of 1906. And here's it looks like they wrote the artist, Louis Theophile Hinger. I'm not familiar, but I need to look him up. Really cool card. This is going to go in my Art Nouveau postcard collection. And speaking of that, I wanted to just show you a book, because this is relevant. I just recently bought this, the Art Nouveau style book of Alphonse Mucha, and he wrote a book called Documents Décoratifs, that, if you were to find one, is worth many thousands of dollars. Unlikely I would ever find one or be able to afford it, but this particular book was a reprint that showed all of the plates that were originally in that book. And he has a variety of things, sketches of, people. He has other things like design ideas for everything you can think of. Furniture, just housewares. Here's more just sort of like sketches of flowers, everything he could use in his design. You can see how this easily translated to his work. Like this is a woman with like sort of limbs and trees and things in the background. And design ideas for all kinds of things in the home. Jewelry. I believe his name was Fouquet. I'm not exactly remembering his name, but it was a man, a jeweler, jewelry designer that he partnered with. And here you can see some design ideas for like the pendant on a necklace, or like brooches, pins, designs, belt buckles, all kinds of things. But I think it's a beautiful book. It's really cool. It's really awesome artwork. Things that didn't necessarily ever make it into specific posters or paintings, but were really just a part of this particular book, which is sort of intended to be design ideas. Man, this is just incredible. Very, very, much in that typical style. He used a lot of he did kind of, this is sort of a crossover between, you can see how Art Deco came from this, because he does integrate straight lines, but most of it is curved, and he uses the circle a lot. That's the circular patterns at the top, as you can see. But I really like this dude's stuff. Essentially, an entire art style is sort of he's known for almost being maybe the leader of that particular style. Anyways, I just found this on I can't remember if I bought it on eBay or on Amazon. One of these. You can see, look, plates and silverware. I don't know if any of this stuff ever made it to manufacturing. I'll have to take a look out there, but really cool. I think that before this stuff really took off, the art style, the movement sort of died out, at least temporarily, and moved on to something else. But anyhow, I just wanted to share that. Hope you guys have a good week. We'll see you next week with a new video.